A whole lot of woman up there. Oh, we're gonna make Mom get dirty today. In the car.
We're gonna be up here forever, Bubba.
14.
Their poles don't fit up here as well as mine do.
Maybe. Good Lord. Ow! So the first thing you should do is read your instructions.
I've been up here a lot this last week. I feel so used.
All right, I'll see you later.
Okay. Just along for the ride.
Well, today we're going to work on safety first. So the Dart doesn't have a Driveshaft loop in it. I know, when you put slicks on, you're supposed to have a Driveshaft loop, but it's not that fast yet. But I did go ahead and finally order a Driveshaft loop. And instead of one of the universal ones from Summit or Jegs, I found these on the interwebs from Metco Motorsports. And they fit, they're supposed to be contoured to fit a 67 to 76 A body. And look how fancy they are, all powder coated and stuff. And they're the same price as the universal ones that always fit like garbage. So I think it was like $119. And you can see it's super heavy duty and it's supposed to fit the floor pan. So I guess we'll see. Well, we got to pull a drive shaft to get the drive shaft loop installed. So, see, we got the tires chalked so it doesn't roll off the lift. Oh, we're going to make Mom get dirty today.
Well, we know it because my hands are smaller than yours. Their poles don't fit up here as well as mine do.
Maybe. Are you struggling with Ready Tidy?
Yeah, you didn't give me the good one.
It's entertaining.
Stop laughing at me.
It's very entertaining.
Oh, I'm so glad I can entertain you, sir.
Your facial expressions are very entertaining during this. Good job.
Not all dirty.
Well, you're gonna said you were gonna plant flowers anyway.
Yeah, but that's a different kind of dirt.
All right, so we're ready to pull the drive shaft. So I think because of the exhaust, I have to go down out the back. So I should just be able to push it forward and pull it down and slide it back. No, nothing came out. Oh, how about that?
How about that?
I'm surprised. It says it goes 6 inches behind the back of the transmission.
Yeah, in the back of the tail shaft?
Yeah. Oh, you're upside down. That's why.
No, I'm not.
Like this. I think, doesn't it?
No, the big end goes up into the body panel, into the floor pan. Because otherwise it's going to be too far down. Nope, towards you a little bit.
Oh my gosh.
That's 5.5. Okay, well that's 5.5 to 6, so you're good there.
It's gonna be right here.
Yeah.
which is where we had it.
Good Lord, ow! Goodness gracious, why is I didn't think this would be this hard. So the first thing you should do is read your instructions, which were in the bag package, but so that would have saved us. You said there weren't any.
I obviously looked right over them.
I don't see no instruction.
I didn't.
All right. So we have it upside down and backwards. All right, climb up there.
No,
You gotta climb up there.
I cannot climb up there.
All right, well, we gotta lower it down and put you in there. All right, see you later.
Okay. Just along for the ride.
Do you want the dog? Are you mad, bro? Chunk just got in trouble for chasing the neighbor dog, so he's over here sulking. Hi, I'm a bad dog. Okay, bye. See you later.
Bye. I've been up here a lot this last week. I feel so used.
I said the kit even comes with stickers.
It sure did.
All right, so we got the first bolt drilled, and we got Mom in the car now, and I can hear her dropping stuff. A whole lot of woman up there. You're going the wrong way.
I'm not doing anything. I'm just along for the ride.
I know. All right, so now we got one bolt in, so now we can kind of fine tune her into place. That does fit like perfectly in the car.
We're gonna be up here forever, Bubba.
14. Actually, it's 11/16.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness. Is it like the first time you ever worked on something? You're not holding it.
I am holding it. Just awkward.
There you go. I know she's stronger than this. Trying to do it with your feet or something?
I'm gonna punch you when I come down. I'm gonna punch you as soon as I get down.
So since she helped me install this loop, I'm probably gonna have to help her plant flowers.
Yes, sir.
So this is what it looks like installed here. You can see it fits right on the floor pan. You can see it fits the floor pan just perfect. All right. Now we don't have to worry about losing our feet anymore. Woo!
Bub and I are just having a good old time.
Been a while since been in the back seat.
Not even in the back seat. There is no seat. I'm just sitting on the floor like a degen.
Hello. Well, I got the shifter and I got the shift light installed. So we have the Dart in tow again. And we're headed back to Pacemakers to see if we can, we're not going to test and tune this time. We're just going to go straight to race it and see what happens. So hopefully the shift light and shifter make it a little more consistent since we won't be going first to third so much. But we'll see what happens. Hopefully nothing else, we'll at least have a good time. We're stuck behind this tractor, and this tractor is doing like 40 miles an hour. I think it's a John Deere. This thing hauls ass. I didn't know tractors would go that fast. He must plow the fields in like record time. Yeah, that's a, oh no, it's a, oh, that's one of those Swedish Finded. Alright.
You're clear.
That's wild. Did Cletus get a hold of that one or something? Look at him, he's hauling ass. What in the world?
He's gone.
Gone.
a rear needle and seat.
Yeah, the piece of the rubber had come off the needles. I don't know. There was rubber inside the little needle seat thing. So it wasn't needle seating anymore. And so it was gushing fuel, and then it wasn't opening, so it didn't get enough fuel. So it seems to be our theme this year, needle seats.
Yeah.
carburetor issues in general thus far.
But what did it run that time?
8:30,
So that's back to where we would expect it to run, I think.
given the weather.
Given the weather's not as good as it was last weekend. But so we're getting ready for first round, and we'll see what happens.
I won! Look at my light.
41? Why would you have Dudley? Did you let off?
I did.
Oh
I actually drove the stripe too.
Oh my gosh.
Woo!
I'm so proud. Hello. Well, we made it home from Pacemakers, but I think we have some more work to do on the Dart. The good news is the new shifter and the shift light work perfectly. The only bad news is I'm not sure where to set the shift light at. I think we were setting it too low, and so it was making the car inconsistent. We were shifting it at like 50, I don't know, 52 to 5400. And I just don't think that's enough. So I think sometimes it lugs the motor down, shifting it that low. So I think we're going to crank it up to like, I looked at the cam card. This thing only has like a 480 lift cam. It's got a pretty small cam. So I think we're going to crank it up to like 5800 or 5600 to see if it helps it get past that hump. So I also think the coil might not be up to par on this thing, because every once in a while the car will die. And I know in the past when I've had cars that were inconsistent, it was the coil. So I'm going to put a different coil on it before we go out and race the next time. Those can make a big difference. It ran a best of what, 821, I think?
Yeah.
I think it ran a best of 821, but it was kind of jumping around between 821 to 842, which is like not really... The electric fan might be causing some of the inconsistency too, because it's on a thermostat. So it only turns on when the engine's over 190. And I think maybe it's turning off and on like at different times throughout the day. And I think that might be causing some inconsistency as it sucks that hot air under the hood and stuff like that. So I'm going to put that on a switch like I did on the other car, so you can turn it off when you're, from the time you're like staging until you go through the finish line. You don't need the fan because you got the wind from the track to work on it. So going to try that, and then the coil, and but it'll be a couple weeks before we can take this car out again. So we have some big races coming up. So we'll be getting the Roadster back out to go to some big races. First couple Mopar races of the year are coming up, so we're going to take the Roadster down and see if we can go some rounds in that.
Then the first Nostalgia Superstock race at our local track here is at the end of the month, so I'll get to get Betty out and make a full quarter-mile pass and see what she does.
Yep. So we also get to start racing Nostalgia Superstock with Betty White, so should be interesting. More to come. I think we can get this thing into the 7s. Everybody I talk to that runs a small block Mopar says you need to shift them at least at $6,000, but I've not tried to rev this thing that high yet. But when we do the burnout, we do the burnout at $5,000, and it likes that. So I'm not a small block guy. I've had a couple small blocks, but I've never really raced one. So it's kind of a learning experience for me. So maybe it'll be a learning experience for you too. Maybe you can learn from my mistakes.
Regardless, it's a good time to drive this car. We both have fun when we drive this one, and we can both beat up on it at the same time. So it takes a lot of beatings.
Yep, this car is definitely a blast to drive. Even though it's not super fast, it's fast enough to be fun. And I really have had as much fun racing this car as I have any car. So if you have an old car in the garage and you haven't, you don't have to spend a ton of money to go out and have some fun. I mean, it's only run 815 is the fastest it's gone so far, which I did check the ET calculator and it said that's actually a 12, like a 12, what was it, 1287 or something?
1280s.
So that might be in the 12s. But definitely, if you got an old car, just get it out and have fun with it.
As always, make sure you go and like and subscribe to the channel. Leave us any comments. Beat up on him a little bit if you want to.
And we will see you in the next one.